Chicken soup and family traditions. It's a funny thing with chicken soup. I think that the older a person and the longer that they've been making it, the better it tastes. In my family I have eaten 3 generations of this soup, mine, my mother's, and my grandmother's. I remember telling my mother when I was young that hers was delicious but not as good as grandma's. When I would tell that to my grandmother, she would say that it's not true and that my mother's soup was just as good as hers. Then when I started making soup, my kids told me that mine was good but not as good as their grandma's, my mother's. Now my kids make this great soup, because they have their own homes, and they tell me that their soup is good but not as good as mine. But, I have tasted theirs and I told them that it's just as delicious as mine, just like my grandmother used to tell me. If you are lucky enough to have a mother or a grandmother who makes soup, then give her some of your easy chicken soup to taste. I'm sure that she'll love it and say that it's as delicious as hers. Chicken soup is very tasty when you serve it with noodles. I use egg noodles because they are fluffier than pasta noodles. You cook them in water like pasta but for a shorter amount of time. You can buy egg noodles that are fine, medium, wide or bow tie shaped. Once they are cooked and drained, put some into a hot bowl of chicken soup and enjoy. Another delicious addition to a bowl of chicken soup is a matzo ball. Unlike the easy soup recipe, I don't have an easy matzo ball recipe. That is, the recipe itself is not complicated, but it's not easy to get them to be light and fluffy instead of hard as a chicken soup and family traditions. It's a funny thing with chicken soup. I think that the older a person and the longer that they've been making it, the better it tastes. In my family I have eaten 3 generations of this soup, mine, my mother's, and my grandmother's. I remember telling my mother when I was young that hers was delicious but not as good as